Hello, Julia. This is Erin. So I have done this reading for you a couple times, but something keeps happening with my YouTube. So I think maybe in a way that it was divine timing. So I gave it a day or two and I was like, wait until it comes when the message is most needed, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and give you this reading, and then I'm also going to refund you because, girl, it took entirely too long for this to happen. No matter how many situations we had, I totally got you. We're going to be wonderful and amazing, and we're going to get amazing reading on top of that. So I hope that you are feeling blessed, that everything is good. So let's get a brutally honest, blind reading. Let's see what's going on in life. Okay, so it's saying in here that, saying a lot of your life that you've always kind of been thrown a lot of battles, it feels like. It feels like maybe you feel like there's been lots of ups and downs, and you've actually had a lot of different experience. It shows that you've gone through a lot of different things, and it's kind of made you the person who you are today. But it's saying that instead of just being like somebody who just kind of folds under pressure, you have really kind of persevered, and this has made you who you are. Show me that you have a very strong will, and you know what you want, and you're at the point now where you're only allowing the positive people to affect your life. So it's like we're not allowing anybody in our life that no longer serves us. It says here that what you crave most is like teamwork, collaboration, stability, and security. Okay, so it says that security and stability is like the biggest thing for you. It says that when you have that settled, everything else in your life can feel good, right? So let's see here. Security. So it's just basically when you have that in life, that security, it's just like it leaks into all these other areas of your life, right? We're finding positive vibes, all of that. It seems like when things kind of go south and you don't feel like you have that security, that's when everything goes up in arms. It says overall that you've always been a hustler. You've always made things happen for yourself. It says that you're going to continue with that mentality. It says here that whatever instability or rocky foundations you feel like are in your life are coming to a good place. We're coming to a positive transition here. Spirit says that in your life, sometimes it has become a defense mechanism to try to control situations. When you have control of the situation, you know where it goes, and that gives you that stability, right? But sometimes when things are out of your control, it feels like there's just a lot of stress on your plate. It says that you thrive in an environment where you can control the situation, but it says Spirit, sometimes it says that you have to learn in a way to find a balance when it comes to that. It says that yes, it's healthy to want to try and, control certain parts of your life, but sometimes that turns into something that maybe is not necessarily the best thing. So Spirit says it's important for you to find balance within that, but there we go. It says lately we've been kind of feeling stuck, like we're not sure which path to go on. It says that you have a ton of ideas. It says you have a ton of ideas, and there's a ton of perseverance in here. You have exactly what it takes in order to get things done, but it's almost a matter of kind of getting out of your head a little bit. It says that you want so much. You want so much. We want so many wonderful big things, and you have so many big ideas, but because you have all of this, it's like all at once, way too much, right? And it's saying because of that, you find yourself just kind of pumping the brakes, being stopped, and then there's never any goals or progress that is made here. Spirit shows that all you have to do is just choose one thing, stick with it, and go for it. Spirit says you've always felt like you are meant for bigger and greater things, and this is showing in here that is true. It says that it's important for you not to neglect your social life, even though it feels like it's hard to kind of find friends. Spirit says that energy is still out there, and that you thrive in an environment where you have community. It says that there are good people out there, and that it just says you don't want to get stabbed in the back or hurt or have any kind of like issues. And it seems like you have maybe had a track record where some of your friends weren't necessarily the best people for you. And because of that, it makes you a little hesitant about jumping into a friendship. But Spirit says good things are coming your way. Everybody's growing as we're growing older and like becoming who we are now. It says that we are showing a new friendship coming into your life. Now, it's not a romantic relationship we have here, but this is a friendship. This is a new friendship that will bring you just as much positive and happy energy as a romantic relationship would, just in a different way. It says we're making a life friend coming very soon. That life friend is going to be coming between January 21st and February 1st. So it says we have a new life friend coming in, somebody coming into your life that will be able to help you, and you guys just bond very well. Spirit says overall that you're transitioning from things that no longer serve you, and you're moving on. It says you're leaving behind a lot of things that weren't necessary. It says you feel like a relief because of this. It says overall that you're getting into a period where you have long-term success. You're reaping the benefits of your rewards. Let's see here. It says that you have to make sure that it says you're the kind of person that would take the shirt off your back to help somebody. It says that you will exhaust yourself in order to make sure that other people are okay, because you're such a healer and you're such a giver. And while this is a wonderful trait to have, it has sometimes come back to bite you in the butt. Spirit is saying don't let your mind think that this is a negative thing. It says that people try for years to be loving and caring and to have this ability, and they just don't have that, right? Spirit says you are very much so a lover, right? But it's saying in here that you do have to build your house before you build everybody else's. There's always this analogy I heard where it talks about like you have a pile of bricks and everybody needs help. So you're given a brick here, a brick there, and a brick there, right? And then when it all is all said and done, you look down and you don't have a house or a foundation around you, and all the other places around you have a house up, right? And you're the one that kind of was like left out to dry. Spirit is saying that you have to build your house first, but you can still have this loving and healing energy about you to help other people. Spirit says that you're moving into a phase where you're not surrounded by people who want to take advantage of you because you keep your inner circle closed. Because you don't want to be hurt again. Spirit says here that we're seeing a delight and celebration coming soon, and a healing of deep wounds. It says that you need to work a little bit more on your sleep. It says that your sleep is in direct issues with, like, oh gosh, see, I need some sleep. So your sleep is directly affected by your, hold on, how you function is directly related to your sleep. It took me a second to gather that. You ever have like those moments where like you're just drawing a blank on it and I'm like, my brain's not working. Spirit says overall that you're goal-oriented. It says you're moving into a period where there's a financial opportunity coming your way. This is something that you've been manifesting. It says that you may have somebody that is coming on board with that is trustworthy, that will be able to help you, that has a set of skills to this. I'm not sure if there's like an idea or a business venture or something that you want to do, but Spirit is talking about, giving that go-ahead and said that that's a good idea for you. It says that you're coming to a crossroads, and it says you're moving forward into a new direction, and we're seeing a lot of abundance here, a lot of independence, abundance. It says you're very self-sufficient, and it says this is rewarded efforts. From here, Spirit says it's important for you to trust your intuition, but you're very close to success. It says to stand your ground and keep persevering. It says sometimes there will be a situation here in the future where you're going to call for needing to look at things from a new perspective. It says when you do that, just try to keep a balance of your mind and your heart. It says here there's new opportunities come your way. We're seeing lots of progress. And it says that your life is still filled with lots of beautiful giving and receiving. So it says it may be one of those times where you're called upon to help somebody. It says that don't feel hesitant to do so, and that would be good for you. You'll see it come back tenfold. Spirit says don't push yourself too hard and take on too much work here. Spirit says overall, good things are coming your way. This is a good year for you. And we're seeing a joy, a new love, or an emotional awakening. So if you're with somebody now in a relationship, it means that you guys will come back together and really like kind of find each other. But if you're not, it's showing that either a new love will come into your life very soon around in one of the water signs. So Pisces, something like March, something's coming into your life. If not, that's you reconnecting with somebody within your life where you guys find love again. Spirit says overall we have wishes coming true and blessings and a lot of abundance, and that's Pisces as well energy. It says to remain productive. It says don't allow your self-limiting beliefs to self-sabotage yourself. It says you've gone through your period of self-reflection and enlightenment. It says to kind of get out of your little hermit mode, move forward in that new direction, try to connect with that life friend. And it says overall good things are coming your way. It says you're finding direction. It says that you're moving forward. There's new opportunities coming your way, and it's important for you to take those chances. It says that, I don't know, I just feel like there's some kind of business venture or something that you've been like looking for or wanting to do, but you just haven't like taken that like leap or aren't sure which one to do. Spirit says to just choose one. It says you can always change it later, but it says just do it instead of thinking about it a bunch. That way you just kind of have something on the board. It says overall this is a new period of your life where things are changing and moving into a great direction. It says you thrive within teamwork and stability, like I said earlier, and it says that sense of community gives you the sense of home. It says sometimes you're a little overly critical on yourself. It's important to watch your words. The energy that goes out into the universe comes into back. So everything goes around, comes back around. It says overall that you're working on time management. You're adapting to your new life or changes within your life right now, and you're finding balance. Overall, this is exactly the path that you need to be on, and you're on the right step. It says you're moving in your divine feminine, which means you've done a lot of healing, and you've been very transparent with yourself on what you want. It says that change and transformation was absolutely necessary in order for you to move forward and make that new breakthrough here. Spirit says you've let go of a lot of things that don't serve you. I really see that, and there's been a lot of healing, and it says you're coming back to reality. It says that in a way that you felt like life for a while was like blocked, like you had blocked creativity, and it kind of like gave a little bit of stress here, but it says after that period of self-reflection, that little period of like disconnection, it says here that you have kind of like found yourself and found what you want within life. It says over here that this gave like a new fresh energy to you, and it shows that this is opening up to a new bright future with a lot of creative opportunities. Spirit says there's somebody coming into your life that's going to be taking responsibilities for your action. There will be a truth revealed, and you're turning a new leaf. It says overall we're reaching a period of fulfillment, harmony, and achievement. We're seeing abundance and wealth, but it's saying that you have to make the investment in order to get the return here. It says don't find yourself exhausted or defeated or overwhelmed. Just do one thing at a time, baby. It says overall, seize that moment. This big changes is leading to a lot of positive things. It says you don't be afraid to be emotionally vulnerable with yourself, and it says that confidence is really going to push you over. It says to try to remain a social butterfly even if you are a little introverted. It says that sense of community will really help you come out of your shell. The networking will help you move forward on your new life, and it'll also help you see other perspectives and provide a lot of healing that you didn't even know was possible through connection with other people. Spirit says this manifestation period is coming forward really good, and we're seeing lots of happiness, positivity, and triumph. It says over here we're seeing hope and direction. Things are good here. It says you need consistent. Be consistent with yourself and consistent with what you want. And it says there's rapid changes coming in here soon. It says let go of any anxiety and know that there is a lot of good things coming here. So that sounds like a pretty good one. I hope that gave you some clarity, love. Again, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and send this to you and refund you because it took too long, and I know it took too long, and I insist. Okay, but I hope you enjoyed your reading. Please let me know if there's anything else that you need from me, Sugar Bear. And you have a blessed Samhain. Or, sorry, it's not coming off. Or Halloween. Okay, bye.